What's going on, guys? So today I want to go over some ways to figure out if a supplement is useless or not. Now, over the past 2 or 3 years, fitness has become incredibly popular. You know, it's like this really trendy thing, and social media, with Instagram in particular, has become completely flooded with fitness posts and fitness Instagrams and all that stuff. And you know, with how popular fitness has become, there's a lot of new people in the community now. And unfortunately, a lot of these new people are, you know, very ignorant and like pretty vulnerable. And this lack of knowledge has really opened up the door for a lot of supplement companies to come in and, you know, make these crappy supplement lines that are basically useless, and then pay a bunch of fitness models and guys on steroids and whatnot to basically just market the crap out of them. Now, so you have all these new people in the community and they're seeing these fitness posts, and what a lot of them fail to realize is how much effort and time and just patience and hard work it took for these fitness people to get to the level where they're at in their physiques. And basically, you know, a lot of people these days are looking for a quick fix, you know, something to get instant results, and a lot of these supplement companies are, you know, claiming that their products will do just that. They're literally telling people exactly what they want to hear, whether that's true or not. In most cases, in today's supplement industry, you know, a lot of it's not true at all. But a lot of the consumers, unfortunately, don't know that. So, you know, you get all these crazy, you know, Instagram advertisements about these people saying, you know, this product is so good, like, I never leave without my fat burner, because even in my off season it helps me keep fat off and build lean muscle, blah, 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 blah. And you know, you see all these guys who are on steroids and all these girls who Photoshop their pictures, have butt implants, and you know, they're basically promoting these products and attributing a lot of their success to these products when, you know, they probably don't even take them themselves. And what it's doing is it's creating this false sense, or like diluted sense, of what's really achievable or what to expect in a certain time frame. You know, because like I said, everyone wants, you know, instant results, and that's what these supplement companies are telling people. And you know, that's like so not even close to the truth. You know, all these people have spent years and years and years to get their physiques to, you know, where they are now, and a lot of people don't see this. Now, if you're considering buying a supplement, one thing that I would avoid is looking at the supplement reviews. Because especially on like sites like Amazon, it is so blatantly obvious that a lot of these supplement reviews are totally rigged. And you know, believe it or not, a lot of these huge companies that are dominating the fitness side of Instagram, they put a ton of effort into controlling what viewers and consumers and, you know, possibly future consumers see on social media and on like product reviews. Because if you look at someone's Instagram, who's sponsored by some big company, and they have like hundreds of thousands of followers, maybe over 1 million, anytime someone comments something even slightly negative or something that, you know, would potentially expose what the company is doing, that comment gets deleted within minutes and the person gets blocked right after. Now, if you think about how many followers a lot of these people have, and they get like hundreds and hundreds and sometimes thousands of comments on every single post, you know, there's no way that whoever's Instagram it is, that they're just sitting, you know, at home on their phone, refreshing their Instagram every few seconds so that they can delete negative comments. You know, like these companies have moderators on all these accounts that are constantly looking for comments so that they can control what people are seeing. You know, they're trying to, you know, cover up all the negative stuff with rigged positive reviews, like tons of them. And you know, that's why I think that looking at product reviews really isn't a good way to determine if a supplement is good or not, because you really have no idea if it's a legitimate review. Like even on Amazon, it'll say like, you know, that it was like confirmed purchase for someone's review, but like, how do you know that it's not just rigged? Like someone from these companies could just be buying the product and then, you know, returning or whatever. So that's why I don't think that supplement reviews are a good way to look up a product. Another bad way is by just taking someone's word off Instagram who is getting paid by this company to promote those products. Because at the end of the day, you know, they have to say that this product is good because that's what they get paid to do. whether the product really is good or not. And like I mentioned earlier, most of these people probably aren't even taking the products that they promote because I'm sure they know that they suck, but a lot of people on so they have no problem being deceptive about the products that they use and the results that people can expect. Alternatively, what you can do is, or what you should do is, do actual research on the ingredients. If you're ever thinking about buying a product, you seriously need to look up the ingredients. And the thing is, if an ingredient is effective, I can almost guarantee that there's going to be some scientific evidence supporting its effectiveness. Now, as far as doing research, you can't just look up an ingredient on Google, because the majority of what's probably going to come up is going to be non-credible sources that are probably link you to the supplement pages or whatnot. What you need to do is go to an actual research database like PubMed and search from there. You can change the search settings to the most relevant, and it may take you a while to get find what you're looking for, but all you really need to do is just look at the abstract, and at the very bottom there'll be a conclusion, or the last couple sentences will tell you, is it effective to do what the researchers were hoping it would do. One thing that's very important to keep in mind that I'm starting to see a lot is supplement companies will basically advertise that they use, clinically effective ingredients. And the thing to keep in mind with this is, just because a supplement company uses effective ingredients doesn't mean they're using an effective dose, right? Because I see this all the time with supplement companies advertising that, and I'll look at the ingredient label and I'll look at the dose for a certain ingredient, and it's just like, I'll see it and I'll be like, that's not even close to being an effective dose. So, when you're reading through studies, you really need to pay attention to what doses were used and if they were effective or not, and then compare that to what's on the supplement label that you're thinking of buying. Now, another thing that's similar that you guys need to keep in mind is a lot of companies will claim that they use clinically effective or clinically used dosages. Now, honestly, that doesn't mean shit, because a lot of times in studies, what the researchers will do is they'll have multiple groups, and the different groups will be given different dosages because they want to figure out what's a minimally effective dose that will still produce significant results. So a study could use a really, really low dose of something and then find out that it didn't do anything, and that's technically a clinically used dose. It was a dose that was used in a clinical study, and that doesn't mean that it's effective. So that's another thing that you guys need to keep in mind, because a lot of these supplement companies are very, very good at twisting around words and being deceptive and getting you to think a certain way. Because if you see like, oh, clinically studied ingredients, clinically proven ingredients and whatnot, like an ingredient could be clinically proven not to work, right? And they would leave that part out. So the best way to make an informed choice when buying a supplement is to seriously do your own research. And I know a lot of people don't like doing that because it's time consuming. A lot of people would much rather just take someone's word off of from Instagram, or if it's got really, really good reviews, then that must mean it's really good. But I feel like a lot of people are starting to catch on about how deceptive the supplement industry is these days, and that's why it's really hard to go off supplement reviews and what someone is saying, because who knows if it's fake. And a lot of companies are putting tons of money into covering that sort of stuff up and making it look legit when in fact it's really not. So that's all I have for you guys today. Hopefully this is helpful, and seriously, like, if you want to make informed choices, you really, really need to do your own research, because that's one of the best ways to know if you're buying a good product or not. So thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed the video.